everybody, and welcome back to our podcast. It is your host, Stefie,
And Julia.
and together we're still Derps and Burps, and we're still going. This is episode 90. We do not have a title. We're winging it today. Winging is actually pretty fun because we're going to be talking about fourth wing again. this is a book podcast now, guys. Apparently.
Yeah, literally, I was thinking about that yesterday, Julia. We should just go into the book section, honestly.
We're gonna get
Books
into
business.
book talk and stuff. Like it's actually funny. I watch a lot of at least clips from book talk. Every time I finish a book, like I'm always like seeing all the memes, and between the memes and all the reels, there's always like um clips of two girlies most of the time having like a book podcast kinda, and they're talking about all their theories and what could happen and whatnot. So I wouldn't have an issue of doing that. Maybe in 2 weeks you're gonna be able to finish the second book as well, and then we can have the next episode about Iron Flame.
Mm.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
want to pressure you, obviously, in reading super fast or anything, but read the fucking book.
You need to think, like, I mean, 2 weeks is nothing, right? But it's a lot when you, like, read.
Mhm.
But it's still the same with shows. Like, if you watch the show 2 weeks after,
Oh,
so many
yeah.
people haven't watched it because work, they have no time to read as much, right?
Do I
Or
look like
whatever.
I give a
Maybe
shit?
less. Ooh.
Do
Nah, I'm
I
just saying
give a shit?
with the spoilers, with the spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, both. Yeah, we can talk about that as well.
Yeah. I just realized because we talked about shows. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, we're gonna update you a little bit about what's new in our life. I think what we could do today before we go into the everything is new, because we're just gonna be talking about like Steffi's birthday, the party, me actually getting fucking so drunk that I puked my heart out, Steffi getting wasted as well at her birthday party. It was wild. We're gonna tell you the whole story. We're gonna talk a little bit about the books we read, the TV shows we watched, and a lot of other things. And I think before we get into that, we could start with the derp of the week, if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This week we found somebody. Actually, not on YouTube. We took a derp of the week off TikTok because we saw a super interesting comment down there. Steph, you want to read it out?
Yeah, it's John Heath, and he says it was, I think, the Shadowheart Smash or Pass episode, like Baldur's Gate 3 episode, right?
Exactly. And we
Smash
made a
or Pass.
clip. Yeah, we made a clip about Shadowheart. And I think
Rating Shadowheart.
I think it was about that I said that she's annoying me because she's basically just in a cult, and
Yeah.
it was something along those lines. And Steffi said she liked her.
No.
No,
I
you didn't
hated
like her? Oh, you hated her?
My nickname is Shadowhole for her,
Oh,
Julia,
yeah,
since the
Shadowhole.
beginning,
True. My
woman.
bad. We both
We
didn't like
both
her.
hate.
True.
Yeah.
Both. I don't know. For some
And
reason, I thought you like her.
no, I didn't. She's pretty and everything, but I didn't like her character.
Yeah, the whole cult
She
thing
was
is
annoying.
just.
Yeah. So, and John says, as an ex-Mormon, I see Shadowheart on another level. I was the most annoying right before I left, then the most awkward after.
So, see, and that's what made, like, when I saw that comment, I was like, it's actually crazy to think about. Like, if you think about all the characters in Baldur's Gate, right? Like, all the companions you have in your thing. And there's almost for every kind of trauma you have in your life, you can find yourself in one of the companion, or at least you can find one of the traumas that you're attracted to.
Mm.
And that made me realize that some characters, that might be really, really annoying to us, can be like so lovable for others because of what they went through in their life.
Yeah.
So for me, that was kind of like a cute comment, because I didn't really like, I made this comment about like, oh yeah, she's like in a cult, it's super annoying, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But I didn't think about it from the point of view, imagine you're somebody that escaped some kind of like, not necessarily like a cult or a religion, a belief, a group of people, whatever it was, and then they find a character like this, and then they go through the whole thing with her escaping out of whatever she was part of without having any spoilers in there. I mean, it's depending what kind of decision you make. You might
Yeah.
escape, you might not, like it's your decision of what you make. So I think that
Sorry.
again just reminded me, bless you, on how many levels Baldur's Gate navigate can actually affect people. You know, you either play it as a dating
Hmm.
simulator like I do, and you just fall for red flag Astarion, or you find yourself in a character and maybe find even some type of healing in it, right? Or it rips open an old wound or whatever it is. So I personally thought that comment was really, really eye opening for me.
Hmm.
Really, really cute one. So thank you so much, John, for leaving the comment and sharing your experience. And yeah, I can only imagine how that must have felt to play through the story of Shadowheart and kind of like maybe reliving something or like something
Mm.
reawakening certain memories or triggering certain things. Super, super interesting. Thank you so much for sharing, John. Appreciate it. So
Much appreciate.
yeah, Steffi, you turned 16. How's
I
it going
turned
for you?
16 again, guys.
Holds her
it's still
back.
taking a toll on me. Just say it, and I literally cried the day after. After the party, I was just,
Oh,
you saw me, right?
oh
And you
yeah.
told me I'm even like paler than
She was
than I usually am.
almost translucent. That's how pale she
Oh
was.
my god, it was so okay. So to start, my friends arrived. First pack of friends arrived on the 29th. There was Sally and Donkey with Sammy with their dogo. They drove here from Germany. Um, so 29th, party was on the 31st. On the 30th, other friends arrived, Bas and M from the Netherlands and from Norway. So we picked them up from the airport. And that was basically it from abroad this year because Alex couldn't come due to his school and everything. And then we basically, what did we do? You arrived on the 31st, right? Yeah,
Yeah, I
you came
come
to the
in the
party, right? To
evening
the
of the
party.
party. Yeah, yeah.
We were just hanging out the days before because I didn't really want to do much before that, right? Because I needed all my energy for the party and everything. So we just organized everything. We went to the shopping mall together, bought some like drinks and snacks and all we
Steffi,
needed.
you just need to be careful. Sorry, you're pooping like either your table or your microphone all
Oh,
the
sorry.
time. It just
Yeah.
did a boom,
Yeah.
boom. Sorry.
Okay. And then we decorated everything as every year. This year's theme was High School of Hell.
Hmm.
So everyone dressed up as everyone was so cool. Like they looked so cool. There were so many cool outfits and costumes, and we had teachers. We had a lot of students, different students. We had the emos, we had the goths, we had the schoolgirls, cheerleaders. What else? Basically everything you can think of.
We had
Like
nerds. Uh,
yeah, we had the nerds,
I'm just thinking. The
the
football
football club.
team, full football
Yes, the
team, the
bullies.
coach.
Mm-hmm. The coach, a lot
Dude,
of like teachers as well.
I think the coach must have been my favorite. Lucky, right? Was it Lucky that was the
Lucky was
coach?
the
Yeah,
yeah, the
yeah,
sports coach. Oh my god, it was so cool with the lenses and everything.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, he looked so cool. And Maria was like the book teacher, like the literature teacher basically. She
Yeah,
looked so cool as
she's
well.
so cute. Like I think she is kind of my favorite every year. Like yeah, last year with like the birds and stuff,
Mhm.
and this year again like with her little books. She could have been like straight out of Harry Potter, kind of.
Yeah,
Like she for
defo.
me like she could have been like I don't know in the background of Hogwarts running around with her little
Yeah.
like stack of books. So
Yeah.
cute. Like
And
I think so far she might have been my favorite at every costume party.
yeah,
I really gotta
she
say,
has great ideas and it always looks amazing no matter what she does.
really
I
does.
already have the theme for the next year, by the way.
Ooh, you want to share with us? I'm gonna
If
forget till then.
you want to know. I mean, the invite's gonna get sent out a month before, right?
Hmm.
Before the party. But and obviously Ben came up with the title again as every year because he's a
Hmm.
fucking mastermind. But we were thinking of a Viking themed party
A
next year.
Viking theme. Oh,
Hmm.
I already got my costume. I'm in.
So I want every guy topless next year.
Oh, so we all have to work. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get buffed for next year, and I'm gonna get
Same.
as a freaking Valkyrie,
Yeah, yeah. I
strong
think that's a
Valkyrie.
pretty cool theme. Like you can do so much like cool outfits and costumes with that.
Hmm.
So gonna be the theme. It's pretty much settled.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah,
That's gonna be really cool. I'm excited for that.
yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to work out and get my shoulders rounded big
Same.
again. I'm gonna have to
Muscle
go.
faster.
I'm gonna have to go for the Valkyrie training.
Yeah.
It's fine. I got time. I got a year. I got a year of time, Steffi.
You have a whole year now. We all have a whole year now to look good for the Vikings party.
Perfect. Perfect. I'm excited. It's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, I think so too. Like makeup wise and everything, you can do so much stuff.
And
It's
it's
pretty
easy. You
cool.
don't really need that much of like costume wise to buy. Take a little bit of
Hmm.
fur here and there. You take a little bit of black and
Yeah.
white paint. You put some runes on.
Yeah.
You braid your hair.
Yeah.
Max is
I
gonna
think
have
that
his
could be
long
very
hair till
cool.
next year as well.
Probably, yeah, 12 centimeters more
Mm,
because you usually like grow 1 centimeter per month, right? So
roughly.
it was so cute because before um I'm not sure if you were here already. Sorry, that was the reference I wanted to make.
Mhm.
Um were you here when he did his man bun?
Yeah, of course I was there.
Yeah, because who said it like Steffi, it's his first man bun, it's a very special moment, you gotta be there. Who said that?
I think it was me.
Was it you? No,
I
it was a
think
guy.
was it Ben?
Some no.
I don't know. I was just
Nah,
hyping him
Sims.
up. I
It was
was
Sims.
Oh yeah,
It was
true, it was
Sims.
Sims. Yeah,
Because
I
he
was I
has
was
long hair as
hyping
well.
I was hyping him up as well. I was so
Yeah.
happy for him.
Yeah, it was so cute. Sims came
With
to me
his
because
little
Max was
like
like getting ready for the party in the bathroom, and then he was like, Steffi, Max is getting his first man bun. You gotta be there. It's a very special moment. It was so cute. So yeah. It was just a very nice party until the point where we all got so drunk that we just
oh
basically
my
we had
god.
a we had a very like a girl bonding moment.
It was
And
a therapy session is I think what
it
I
was
call it.
literally a therapy session,
Okay,
yeah.
so I gotta say, I'm missing critical information from this evening. So first of all, I want to say you can ask Steffi. I'm never getting drunk. Like, how many times do you see me drunk in your life?
Just on my party, honestly.
Was it the first time and the only time you saw me like actually drunk, or did you saw me drunk before?
Actually drunk? I think so, yes,
It was
because
the first time,
before
right?
it was just tipsy
Yeah,
before,
exactly.
right?
Like
When we
a
were at TwitchCon
Damenspitze and
or
Kleinen or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, or at your place. We never like fully blacked out, you know what I
No, no,
mean?
no.
But you were full in character.
Dude,
Julia
I
went as emo,
was
guys.
yeah, I went so Sazunita and me, we went as emo kids, right? So I didn't
Yeah,
have to do much of makeup or anything, but we went fully in character.
yeah.
I felt like I was 17 again, and actually I realized what was my downfall of getting drunk, Steffi. Do you know what
What was
it
it?
was? It was the straw. Because it
Oh.
makes it so fast to drink. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, usually in my defense, I'm never getting drunk. I think that was the first time I got really drunk in like 5 years or something like that. I was like tipsy here and there. Like I drink 3 times a year or something. Most of the time I drink
Mm-hmm.
2 glasses and then I'm tipsy and that's it. And at Steffi's party, um, and usually I have people with me. And when I notice that they're getting drunk, for me, my mom instincts kick in. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take care of this one. I'm not gonna get drunk, right? There's always one that's faster drunk than me usually.
Yeah.
Um, and I think it was like after my second drink or something, Steffi, or was it Ben or Max, offered me a
I don't
straw
remember.
with my with
I
my
probably did.
with my cup, and I was like, that sounds like a great idea. And I don't know if it's the same for other people, but whenever I have a straw, I drink like double as fast. Like sipping alcohol
Because
is
you're
weird, but
constantly, yeah.
you're just sipping on a straw,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that was how I got drunk really fast. And for the people that don't know, so the last video I have on my phone before I got drunk was I was sitting. So if you don't know how Steffi's party looks like, it's basically a bunch of people in her flat throughout, like scattered through the whole apartment. The main dance floor, I'd say, is like in the living room. There's also a big couch.
Yeah.
Imagine the whole living room full of people dancing, not giving a fuck. Doesn't matter if drunk or not drunk, right? Everybody just dances. But I'm the person, I'm really shy when it comes to that. I don't dance
Mhm.
when I'm sober because
But
but
this year, she did.
it was pretty early as well. I think it was like 10 and I was like dancing through the whole apartment.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like screaming on the top of my lungs to every single to every single song. I remember every time a song came on that I know Steffi liked, doesn't matter if it was a K-pop song or it was Wet Ass Pussy or whatever it is, I was like, Steffi! I was like running through the whole apartment, trying to find her. And then I danced with her. And then obviously at midnight, together with Ben, we queued up Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You at
She
0.1.
defrosted.
She defrosted. And it was not only me that was drunk, it was Steffi too. Steffi was
Of
that
course, I was
drunk.
drunk. It was my party. I had to.
But to be fair, I don't think you were that drunk the last, not even on your 30th, were you?
I don't think so. My problem was as well, I have no clue how much I drank. Like I started with Lily, right? Wildberry
Hmm.
Lily.
That was gone in
Um,
like half an hour.
yeah, but I think what killed me then was the mixing with the shots. Because people came over
The
with
Baileys.
Berliner Luft and Baileys. Julia brought a
Tiramisu
tiramisu
Bailey.
Baileys,
Mm.
which tasted so good. Sasu didn't like it. He almost puked, right? What I heard.
Two of us were
But
just like,
holy shit, it was so good. And I think that killed me then. Like the shots in between. And after that, I had like, I think two vodka wildberry,
mm-hmm.
as far as I remember at least. I have no clue.
Oh,
I
same,
just,
same,
oh my
same.
god. It was an amazing party, but this year I gotta say was that kind of party where and on the next day you're like, okay, fuck, what did I do? You know what I mean? Like that
Same,
was the
same for
yeah
me.
no.
Same. Dude, I made up the weirdest drink. So basically at Steffi's party, right? I remember first drink I had was a peach prosecco with Ben. Then I had a
Yep.
Lily.
Mhm.
Um then I had a vodka orange with you. And then I was like, there's nothing to mix anymore. And then Zaz was we're gonna drink gin. And then from there on I had my
Oh
straw.
yeah. Okay.
And
Okay.
then I
Yeah.
started drinking gin with Almdudler.
Okay. But I don't get it. We have so much tonic still. I have so much
Yeah,
tonic.
I don't like tonic. I
Oh,
don't like
okay.
bitter. Yeah, I don't like tonic. So for
Okay.
me it was I was just drinking gin with Almdudler. Actually really good, gotta say. And then I got
You're
drunk on that. And then the Bailey shots,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So and then I was like gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we go to the point where the party then went a little bit?
Do it.
Okay, so at some point, so for the people that don't know, there's so the whole uh apartment of Steffi, you can go party, but there's one room that's off limits. That's Steffi's bedroom that is always closed. That's where we store like the jackets and our bags,
It's for the
so
jacket.
everything is
Just so
fine,
you
right?
know, guys.
For the jackets. And so I was drunk. I was having a blast when everybody was talking to people. My social anxiety was poof gone because I was drunk, right? So I was having a great time. I was not noticing that a few of my friends were gone. So Steffi and a friend were already gone. Didn't notice. And then Nita was still around, but at some point I noticed that Nita was gone as well, right? And then one of the songs came on. As I said, there were songs where I was like, "Oh fuck, Steffi, we need to dance" or like whatever. And I remember me being like super drunk, like running through the apartment, probably Wet as Pussy playing, and I was like, "Fuck, where's Steffi?" And then I searched her and I couldn't find her. And the only room I didn't look for her was in the bedroom. And I was like, "Oh, maybe maybe they all just went in there and I don't know, I wanted to have like a quiet minute or something." So I just opened the door, and there were three of my friends, and I was like, "Oh, sorry to interrupt. I'm just gonna. I don't want you to be interrupted anymore. I'm just gonna sit in front of the door and be your bodyguard." And what I did, because the door opens inwards, I
Side.
had
Yeah, yeah.
to sit on the inside of the room, obviously, and not outside. That was my logic back then. So I just sat down and spent some time with them. And then we were all so fucking drunk, right?
Mm.
We were also drunk. And I think, if I remember correctly, like again, I can really not remember a lot because at this point, that was like, I was over my peak.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember sitting there, and I think it was the first time that Steffi and me were both drunk. And we had to like, "I love you so much. I'm so happy that I got you in my life."
Yes.
That one,
And it was so cute.
it was really
Like
cute. It was a really
I
good
have
moment.
I have no clue when it came to the point where we started crying because we
I
had
don't
like
know
no
either.
talks before. Like I remember us sitting like in a circle as four girls.
Listen, I don't even remember what happened between me going in and sitting in front of the door. Like I remember sliding down the door and sitting down with my legs like being like this,
Yeah.
like completely straight. And then I remember us all sitting and talking, and then I remember you being on the right, like tilted over my lap, crying and
Yeah.
holding each other. But I don't remember how it went from me opening to the door to you crying on my lap. I have no idea. Can't really.
Neither have I. Like I have no
That's
memory
just
of that.
God.
I
We
just
did.
have I just have the memory of you coming in, uh, then wanting to play the bodyguard. The moment for us was gone. We were like, "Nah, okay, now we sit together on the floor because she just cock blocked us.
I didn't
And
know.
then
I didn't know how much you want to go into detail, but yeah, basically cock
and
blocked.
then it's yeah, it's fine. And then we started having nice talks about the books and everything because
Oh
we
yeah, true
all
books. Mm-hmm.
basically read or read Fourth Ring right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
guys are done already. When if I say names now, people will know it. This is fuck. Okay, I can't. Okay, so later on, guys, we all went outside after that, after the
Mm-hmm.
book talk, and then we got more drunk, and then we went inside in the
Yeah.
room again. Like other people went inside the room
Mm-hmm.
again, and it was
Mm-hmm.
us girls.
Yeah.
Like
There were
Julia,
people joining us then after anyway. Like there was also
yeah, they
there's
came in and
yeah,
and
yeah,
left again.
yeah, yeah. Because I think
But
everybody was confused like where we went.
yeah,
Like I
yeah,
don't
and
know.
the thing is, I had no feeling for time and space that
Oh,
night.
me
Like
neither.
I had no fucking clue
Were we in
how
there
late
for
it
an
was.
hour or 3?
Yeah,
I have no
yeah, I
idea.
have no fucking clue. And then Max just said like that we were gone for so long and it felt like a private party inside and stuff like that. And I was like, what? I have no clue what like how long all of this like what happened, like how long we sat there. When we went out again, some people went to grab some kebab at some point,
Oh
like
yeah,
or
true.
just
Yeah,
food.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But we
And
didn't
I
have
just
food, right? We were just drinking.
no, we
No.
were just drinking, yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember like when we were sitting and we were talking. So for the people that don't know, I don't smoke. I hate cigarettes. I don't do anything. And my last cigarette that I smoked was when I was like 19 or 20, I think. Like when I was
Hmm.
cool and going out and while I was, not even like inhaling. So I just remember us sitting in a circle in the middle of Steffi's bedroom, and the window was open and stuff, and we had like a little water thingy where Steffi was just smoking in her room
I smoked in my bedroom. I have
in her
never done
bedroom.
that
Yep.
before. The next day, I was like, what the fuck did I just do? Why did I fucking start? Like, because we were sitting together and I was like, you know what? Just smoke inside because I
Don't want
didn't
to
bother like
interrupt
going
the.
outside. Yeah, because of our bonding moment. And then
Mm.
I was like, you know what, girls, let's just smoke inside. And then next day, I was just like, oh my fucking God. Why? You don't smell anything or
No, no,
it's
no.
nothing
I was there
anymore.
the next day. The window was open
Yeah,
the whole day as well, the whole time
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So
It
I
was
was
just
also
like,
not
what
cold.
came to my fucking
I
mind?
didn't feel cold or anything either, which is weird thinking about it now.
Because we're so fucking wasted, Julia. Oh my
Anyway,
God.
so I never smoked cigarettes, right? And I just remember
Hmm.
asking Steffi for a cigarette, and then I was sitting there smoking a cigarette, and I was like, dude, I haven't smoked a cigarette in like over 10 years. Like, what the fuck am I doing? And then I remember, so being drunk, smoking a cigarette, and then I was like, you know what? Already, whatever. That was my downfall. I was like, I smelled like somewhere at the party, someone must have had some broccoli, and I was like, you know what? We should get us some broccoli. So we organized some broccoli, and then me, the idiot I am. I mean,
Why did I even grab it? Like, I was just so drunk that I didn't think of not doing it. You know what I mean?
mm, it's like, oh yeah, sure, sounds like a perfectly fine idea. See, the thing is, since I have no experience with any of this, I was not aware that if you're super fucking drunk, you're not used to broccoli or anything, devil's lettuce, whatever, and then you smoke, that while being drunk, you most likely gonna throw up. I was not aware.
Yeah.
So and I was really drunk. So like anyway, we got the devil's lettuce. I smoked. I think it was like 2 puffs or something. I was like sitting there still at the same spot. And I was like, Ooh, this is not good. This is not good. And I like instantly, I got like really nauseous. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh fuck, what am I gonna do? And this whole thing happened within, I think, like 2.5 seconds or something like that. I was sitting there. My thought process was like, okay, I'm gonna throw up no matter what. There's like girls around me. If I throw up in the middle, it's gonna be fucking disgusting. If I stand up, I'm gonna throw up on top of them.
Yeah.
Also not gonna work.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm gonna make it to the toilet. So just like look around me. I also didn't say anything because I had the fear that if I
True.
would open my
True.
mouth, it would just like
Yeah, splash out.
projectile, right? So I was
Oh
like
my god.
looking around me quietly and I see like on the right next to me, there was like, you know, those gift bags, like a plastic bag that you put like a gift in it, and there
But it
was
was paper.
a paper black a
That's
paper
crucial to the
sorry,
story.
exactly, a paper gift bag was standing
Yeah.
on my right, and there was a dagger in there that Steffi got made for donkey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and was standing next to me. I was like, this is the only way I can somehow make this not be super horrible. So I just grab it. I don't know why, but I was
You-
smart enough to
Yeah, you
take the
are.
dagger out and put it next to me. I didn't even hold the bag up. I just put it between my legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't hold it or anything. And I
Yeah.
just started projectile vomiting in this paper bag in front of me. And then, yeah, I don't remember that much.
And the funniest thing, I was sitting right next to you, right? And I heard you puking, even though you did it as
Bah.
silent as possible. But I heard it. And I was like, Anita sat right next to me, and I was like, this is the bag where Donkey's dagger is in. I think Julie is just puking on his dagger right now. And then in my head, I already made, like the plan how to clean
Of
this,
how you
right?
need to get like
And
grab it
then
and shit.
Julia instantly said, "No, don't worry, I put it out." And I was like,
Next to me, I have to take it away.
this woman can be as drunk as possible. Like, whatever happened to her, but she's still conscious of and aware of things. Like, she has to put this out of the bag before she pukes. And I was like, okay, Julia, you're a fucking five head. Thank you for that. So I didn't have to clean the present. That
Listen,
was just,
and I have to say for me personally, like puking is the worst. Like I'm not
yeah.
what
Yeah.
you know. There's those people that like whenever they're like feeling bad or if they're sick or they know that they have to puke or whatever, like they just puke. They're done
Yeah.
with it. Everything is bad. I'm like a
Bah.
cat. Do you know how like a cat is like
Mhm,
that is
mhm.
my way of puking, and it kills everything. Like it hurts me. It feels horrible. It is
Yeah.
this whole buildup of knowing it's gonna happen. I puke like once or twice a
Mhm.
year most of the time because I'm sick or something. If that happens, and it's the worst thing for me. And the other
Yeah.
thing is for me, if I hear somebody throwing up, if I smell somebody throwing up, if I see somebody throwing up, I'm gonna be the person throwing up too. Like I have to
Mhm.
leave the room.
It's a
I
chain
have to,
reaction.
yeah, exactly. I just have to
Yeah.
go get as far away as possible where I'm gonna be joining in. So for me,
And
you guys
this is
just being
this
super
is where I become a mom.
Steffi is I have no idea how you do this. Honestly. No idea.
I'm
You
the
can
one
tell this. I have no
always
idea how you did
cleaning
that.
up the map. It's like mess, cleaning up the mess. Because like whenever there was someone puking at some party, I was like, yeah, no worries, I can clean it because
I have
I
no
don't
idea.
care.
Listen,
I can even do that sober.
I can fucking clean dog piss, dog
Mm,
poop. I can fucking wash poop stains out of carpets. I don't give
mm.
a shit. Like I had enough animals. But if it
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
to puke, I can't. That is my point where I can't.
yeah. This is where they cross the line. Nah, I don't mind. I don't know why, but I'm glad about that. Okay, so Julie was done puking. And I was like, okay, let's get some top because it was a paper bag. So it already like was fully soaked with whatever came out, right?
Mhm.
And it started to like rinse out of the bag. And then I grabbed some paper towels to clean a little bit, like for now, so we could stay there, right?
Mhm.
And then I wanted to grab the bag because I wanted
She
to throw
wanted
it
to
away.
she wanted to get rid of my puke for me. That is
Yeah.
that is how much of a good friend Steffi is.
And
I
then I lifted the back, and the bottom with everything in it just fell on the floor because everything was so soaked up already, right? And then I was like, okay, I gotta do it. And then I just had like the paper towels we just used to clean up. I just took everything with my both hands, lifted it up. Someone opened the door and I just ran out to the kitchen and just threw it in a bag. And people were like, "What are you doing, Steffi?" Then okay, because they
the smell
they
is
smelled
probably
it. And after that, we just cleaned the floor. I mopped the floor the day after again, just to be
to
sure
be
that
sure.
there's nothing anymore, because I obviously
Especially
wasn't
someone was just
able to
spraying
do
like
that.
the disinfectant.
That
Like
was Nita. That
yeah,
was
yeah,
Nita. She's
yeah,
like, I'm gonna get the disinfectant spray. We do that. And
yeah.
then after that, we basically were done with our girl bonding book club moments, right? And we went into the bathroom.
I mean, I think you started cleaning, and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta go again.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
I went to
And
the
that's why
toilet.
I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened
Okay,
after
okay,
that.
I can chime in here. Okay,
Yeah.
so what happened for me? I was like, okay, I got most of it out, but I felt there was a second wave coming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this might be really graphic for some people. I
Oof.
apologize.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to the toilet. I think there was even like a few people in line, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I gotta throw up. So I just cut the
Mm-hmm.
line. I went straight in there.
Mm-hmm.
I went in there. I
Yeah.
threw up. Like I can just remember, like it was so bad. Like there was a party with like 40 people, roughly, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was so drunk and it wrecked me so hard. I was holding on to the seat like this
No way, Ma.
because it was so bad and I threw
Oh
up.
my god.
So I was like disgusted by myself, obviously.
Yeah.
Then, after being done throwing up, I noticed that my stomach was fucked and that I have a huge wave of diarrhea coming.
Oh my god.
So I finished puking. I flushed the toilet. I
Mm-hmm.
took a massive shit.
Uh-huh.
That is the next thing that happened, Steffi, right?
Yeah. 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 I heard you told me that already, but I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't there to experience it IRL.
So I had the massive shit. In the
Mm-hmm.
same moment I got my period. So
Mm-hmm.
before that we were crying, full on soul
Yep.
cleanse. I
Yep.
puked. I had diarrhea and I got my period. And then the best thing is, right, I'm done with everything. Steffi luckily has like tampons on her toilet and everything. We're all fine. I'm good. I flush. It doesn't go down.
What?
So I had to, with the glow pencil and everything, I had to fix the toilet as well. Yeah, I didn't want to go down. But I fixed it somehow in my full.
You could have just like texted me or something, because
It
we
was
have the
fine.
Hector. You remember the
The
Hector, guys,
Hector,
from
yeah.
episode, I don't know which episode.
Full circle,
It's
full
in the
circle.
bathroom.
I know, Steffi. I used it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I
Good.
used
Okay.
it. I used it.
Okay. Oh my
I
god.
finished.
I didn't know.
Listen, I fixed the toilet. I flushed. I even waited for the water to collect again and then flush
She's a
again to be
genius, guys.
sure for the next person that comes in after. After I puked the diarrhea and it bled into the toilet, everything would be working smooth again. Yeah, that was my thingy on the toilet. So Steffi has like a small toilet. Then I went to the bathroom to wash my hands. Go in there and wash my hands. It was such a great feeling. I was like cleansing my mouth from like with water, because I puked. And I like leaned down in the sink because I wanted to, get some water in my mouth. And because I was leaning forward, I got sick again. I turned around. That's like the bathroom where there's no toilet. So I turned around and I had to throw up immediately.
Over.
So I threw up in the bathtub and I just like put on the water. It was, to be fair, it was just like liquid. It was just like acid or anything left and water. And then like I just like cleaned down the toilet. And then I remember everybody was like, Julia, are you okay? I was like, please just let me here for 5 minutes. I need to collect myself. was just like leaning, hanging over the bathtub, like I remember with my forehead on the cold bathtub. It was so nice for like
Yeah.
5 or 10 minutes. And somebody was there again. I still don't know who it was, but somebody was there putting like my hair behind my ear, putting my hair back, and like
Oh.
pushing, like touching my back and stuff. But I don't know. Like I was so lost at this moment. Like I was
Mm-hmm.
trying so hard to not like I don't know, whatever. Like it was just everything happening. So I
Yeah.
still don't know who that was. I need to ask who
Show
that was.
yourself.
Yeah, but whoever that person
Praise
was,
the night.
super, super thankful for whoever
Aw,
that
that's
was.
good.
Yeah. But I didn't look like I was just like I was like, oh no. I was so embarrassed, right? Because usually
Yeah,
I'm always
yeah.
like the not the grown up, the one that's never
Yeah,
drunk,
the
yeah,
mom.
and the
Mm.
mom, and now I'm the one that needs people to clean up my puke and stuff.
It's everyone's turn at some point, Julia.
Yeah,
It's fine.
but it
And
was
as you said, it was a full-on fucking cleanse for you. Like
a hundred
literally.
percent
Everything.
body and soul. Like before the
Yes.
crying and like the girl therapy crying session, 10 out of 10, and then afterwards the full body cleanse. And the
Yeah.
thing was, in the end, the next day when I woke up, so when we drove home, so we drove home
Mm-hmm.
at like 3 a.m. Sasu went to the taxi driver. He was like, "Listen, you better drive slow."
You
Or she's
told me
gonna
that.
throw up in your fucking car.
Yeah.
And we had
Yeah.
all four windows down
Yeah.
while driving. And I was just sitting there, don't throw up, don't throw up. Act like you're super sober. Act like you're sober. You're not gonna throw up. I made it. I made it home to their place.
Oh.
And the next thing, I was so like drunk me is still so fucking responsible. So I took like my backpack with all of my stuff. I had a Utah bag, like I had a second bag with
Mm-hmm.
me. I completely got naked in their bathroom. I put everything, my
Mm-hmm.
underwear, my socks, my pants that I puked on, my shirt,
Mm-hmm.
everything in the bag. I put a knot in it and I put it in the bottom of my backpack. I went to instantly shower. I washed my hair. I brushed my teeth for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Um, I put my hair, my wet hair in a turban. I went to bed at Sasus and Nidos. They were so sweet, by the way, as always. I lied
And I
down
said you
in
were
bed.
like a fucking vampire
Yeah,
in their coffin.
like this straight. I swear to
Yes.
God, I closed my eyes. I instantly fell asleep at like 4 a.m. and I woke up at 8:30 like this. I know I was lying in the exact same way, my turban with the wet hair, undisturbed. Not the towel was still exactly there. I swear I did not move. I did not move for 4.5 hours.
Oh
I
my
had the
god.
best sleep ever, and I woke up and I was not hungover because I just puked everything out. I woke up like a
Oh,
fresh little hatchling. And then we had breakfast. I was perfect. And then next morning I went to Steffi, and Steffi wasn't doing too well the next day. If you
bruh.
want, you can uh tell your ending of the story of the evening,
Mm-hmm.
and then how
Mm-hmm.
we meet the next day.
My ending of the party of the story. I honestly I don't have much memory. That's the first
Mm-hmm.
thing because everything that happened after the room is very like foggy in my head. I
Mm-hmm.
just remember people slowly leaving after the kebab session, so people just dissolved. It was later than usual because usually
We
on
left at
Halloween at
3 a.m. I think we left even
yeah, and
this
usually
late.
around 3 I kick out everyone because I want to start cleaning. And
Mm-hmm.
then it takes me 2 hours to clean and then around 5 I go to bed. That's how it was the past few years. But this year, as I said, I lost every track of time and space, so I have no clue when people left. I just remember that the last person, which was my cousin, left at 5 because we still were on the balcony, and my cousin Bas M and I cleaned the kitchen a little bit. We at
Mm-hmm.
least like gathered all the glasses and cups and all the trash, put that together, but we didn't like vacuum or mop the floor. That's what I usually do as well, but I couldn't. I had
Mm-hmm.
too much in my blood. And that's the last thing we did. I just remember one moment in the bathroom where Sandro came in and he just asked me, Steffi, are you okay? And I just started crying. and I was with him in the bathroom for like, I don't know, half an hour or so,
Mm.
like talking to him. And then everything else happened, like the cleaning and stuff.
Mhm.
And then at 5, I went to bed. Donkey told me to drink Sprite because apparently Sprite helps your body process alcohol faster, so
Okay.
you're not hungover the next day.
Mhm.
Um, Obviously forgot about the Sprite, didn't drink it. I
Fuck.
woke up. The first time I woke up at 8:30 as well, or 9.
Mhm.
So I had like 4 hours of sleep. My head was just pumping.
Mhm.
I had such an incredible headache. Like it was such an intense headache. So I said, okay, I need to go to bed again. I tried to sleep again, woke up at 11 the second time, and I felt so fucking bad. I was semi sober. I still had a headache. I knew I'm gonna puke this day.
Mhm.
And I can't remember the last time I had to puke the day after because
Mm.
I felt so bad. Like that never happened to me. Like
Mm.
never. And there was nothing in my body, right? Because I didn't eat anything, like beside the snacks, like some crisps or whatever we had, but I didn't have any food before I went to bed.
Mm.
And yeah, so I woke up crying because my head hurt so much. And then I just said to Max, please bring me a bucket because I know I'm gonna puke. And
Mm.
my problem with puking is when I puke, my uh, Blase ist Blätter, oder?
Yeah. Letter, yeah.
Just everything else lets loose as well because my
Oh no.
muscles just let loose. So I have to sit on the toilet if I puke because otherwise I'm gonna piss myself as well. So
Oh.
I was like, okay, I had the bucket right in front of my bed, and I decided to try to make it to the toilet. So I went to the toilet. I almost like fell because I felt so bad, like while walking. And I sat on the toilet, cried, was just waiting. You know, the moment when you know it's coming, but it still takes a little bit. So
Mm.
that was like 3 to 5 minutes on the toilet. I was sitting there, like just crying, holding the bucket, waiting for me to finally just throw up.
Mm.
And that happened, I think, 3 times that day where I had to run to the toilet. And I can't remember the last time I felt so bad. Like, literally, when you guys arrived, I just said,
Mm.
I don't want to drink ever anymore. Like, ever again. I don't want to smoke cigarettes. I can't remember the last time I felt so awful, honestly.
Mm.
Not even after the factory parties or wherever we go, it has never been that bad.
Yeah.
And I regretted drinking that much for the first time in my like since my teens, I guess.
Yeah. Same.
And
But
then the girls and everyone who was there just helped like cleaning the apartment because I couldn't
yeah,
do
we
shit.
came over.
I was
We
just
came over. I
knocked
was like,
out.
Steffi, should we come over? And like when I
Oh
went
my god.
there, like again, like you were sober, but it felt like you were. You looked like you were on your deathbed. Like you were like
Yep. Yep.
as pale.
That's how I look.
Like she could not even like get up. We got her like Max got her some toast. She couldn't even keep water down or
Couldn't eat.
anything.
No. I couldn't eat. I couldn't drink. I
And I
couldn't
was
do
just like, I'm
anything.
doing super good, guys. Sorry about
Yeah.
yesterday, but I'm back.
And then
yeah.
I was just so grateful that people helped like and cleaned because I just couldn't get out of my bed, and then I had to like just rest a little longer, and I think I was in bed until 3, and at 3 I woke up again and I was fine. I was like fully cleansed again. And that was the moment where I was like, okay, I'm so grateful. Thank you. I'm fine again.
Let's
It's
get a
only
cigarette.
3. I have yeah, let's get a cigarette. I didn't sleep the whole day, so I still have the day left where I can do stuff. So I did just the final things, right? Like
Mm.
remove decorations and stuff. But these 10 hours before were the worst in a long time.
Yep. So, and you went out again this weekend, right? How did you drink again?
Mm,
Really? Oh
mm.
my god, you're a menace. I will not touch alcohol anymore, I think.
I don't want to either. It's like there was no point.
Yeah.
The party was it was okay because the problem was that there wasn't. a
You
Halloween
went
special on
to a
Tuesday.
K-pop, right?
Yeah, the K-pop event again, which was on the 31st and now on the 4th of
Mm-hmm.
November. So there was a many days in between, and
Mm-hmm.
most of the people were on
The
Halloween.
Halloween, yeah.
So there was barely anything like happening, or there were barely any people at the event on Saturday when we went. It was okay. It was fun because with our friends group, it was nice to just dance along and stuff. I didn't know too many songs, honestly. I didn't know 70% of the songs either. It was just
Mm.
all the new K-pop bands, which I have no fucking clue
Yeah.
of. So yeah, we were just having a good time together. It wasn't anything special because there wasn't it's clubbing, right? And
Yeah.
I was just at some point I was just like standing there and realizing that I just don't want to spend money on this anymore.
Yeah.
Like I barely ever do, right? We go
To the factory and
beside
you go to the K-pop, right?
even if yeah, because factory is the same every month as well. I don't want to go there every month because it's just spending money for nothing. And I don't
Mm.
want to drink that much either, especially with all the conditions, like all my body problems and everything I had this year. So I don't drink that much either. My Halloween party was an exception, and I knew it's gonna be shit for me after, but I can bear with that because all my friends are here, and yeah, we just drank more than we planned anyways. Like I never planned on drinking that much, honestly. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
just that just happened because we had nice moments. And then the clubbing was okay. We wanted to show our friends from
Yeah.
abroad how the clubbing is. It was nice. We weren't for there for too long. And then I wasn't hungover or anything yesterday, gladly. I was just exhausted and drained from everything, right? There was so much happening. Like we're doing so much. We're walking around. We show people everything. So I'm glad that I can finally just like calm down again and chill a little bit and finally like stream again and do my stuff and just read and everything. Like Em and I were just sitting in my living room reading yesterday as well. So just some
Mm.
nice, calm moments, relaxing
You
moments now after all the events happening. So yeah,
you deserve it. You deserve to chill.
yeah,
So you're about to finish fourth wing today, right? Because
I
so we're
have
recording
to.
this
I
on the
have to.
6th of November, 7th of
Mm-hmm.
November, so tomorrow Tuesday. First while we record. Iron Flame is coming out. So the second
Mm-hmm.
book. I'm super excited. Steffi is just about where shit hits the fan.
Yeah, that is.
You're at the point where the university is getting attacked, right?
Exactly, yeah. Xaden and Violet just had fun for the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. I'm still missing. I hope she'll show or she'll write about some like spicy stuff with his shadows in the second book
Mm-hmm.
or at any
But
point in the
but now
series.
now that you had like the spicy parts, right? Are you disappointed as well in how everybody hyped up the like? Don't get me wrong, the spice that's in there is good, right?
No,
Like
Julia, you're
it's
just fucked up. You're just
am
you're just
I?
expecting too much from fantasy because you read Akata. That is your problem, actually, with Fourth Wing. Because what I read before, like normal fantasy stuff, there's
Mm-hmm.
always just like this teasing and people fall in love and then they have sex. And
Mm-hmm.
depending on the author,
Mm-hmm.
how much they share with you in these moments, it's always different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you just have like these little
Like it's
sprinkles
but
of
it's also the
spice in the
building. It's also
books.
like the building and the teasing and the like, oh, it's
Yeah, and
about to happen. I liked
yeah,
it
and
too.
I
Don't get
like
me
that a
wrong.
lot in Fourth
Mm-hmm.
Wing. Like the teasing and oh my god, the hottest thing is the mind communication they have. Like this is one thing that is so incredibly hot, especially when they're in the big room like eating and then they just basically seduce each other in their minds. This is
Mm-hmm.
hotter for me than the actual sex
Yeah, yeah,
scene.
but that's also what I mean with spice. Like for me, spice is not only like, oh yeah, she got fucked in the I don't know where.
Mm,
It's not that like it's also obviously like I read slow burn books because I like the build up, because I like the
Yeah,
teasing.
yeah.
I like the whole like, oh, this is forbidden, we shouldn't do this. And then
Yeah.
they somehow ease into doing it anyway, right? Enemies
Mm.
to lovers, slow burn kind of thing, right? I obviously love all those tropes, and one of my favorite tropes as well. I actually just talked about it with Nita again, because there's something similar, not the same, but similar in the books that I'm reading
Mhm.
right now again. And that's also one of
Mhm.
the tropes I like. And so in a lot of enemies to lovers, it's like, let's say he's falling first for her without her knowing, or like
Mm.
he's falling for her but she's hesitant
Yeah.
and she's like, oh yeah, I don't know if I want this and stuff, and I'm the
Yeah.
person, even though I know it's not right, I'm already rooting for them. I'm like, yes girl, get married already,
Yeah.
like whatever it is, right? So I'm that person, even though the enemy is still the enemy and still evil. I already fall for him. I'm already like, I'm there for it.
Yeah.
Nita, on the other hand, I think she still needs like he needs to get around to make up for all the things till she can like fully accept that. I'm like,
Accept it. Yeah.
he's the reddest flag of them all, and I don't care. I'll take him no matter what. Right? He
Mhm.
kidnaps me.
Mhm.
I'm fine with that. Like whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I admit I do have some issues when it comes to that. Like for me, morally gray, it's almost already like a morally very dark gray man that I really enjoy in books.
But the thing is, yeah, and that's the thing in books. Like, as long as it's your fantasy, you I think most of the people don't even know how fucked up some of their like preferences would be if they knew. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I think
So
also reading those kind of books make you understand a lot of the things that you might like,
yeah,
because you can't
yeah,
or you haven't experienced them
yeah.
in life yet. For example, one of the things that I realized, and I read quite a few books in like the last months, I realized I like the men in books that are grumpy all the
Okay, what's
time.
coming now?
Okay, look,
Mhm.
like I like the
Mhm.
ones they're to the outside, they're like rough and hard, and they act like they don't like anybody, and that kind of thing. And the only person I like is that one girl. And for that one girl, they're vulnerable.
Same dude.
And they do
Yeah, yeah,
everything and they worship her. That's like the kind of
yeah,
things that I like. A guy that doesn't like anybody else, no
yeah,
matter but her. And you know what I
yeah.
realized? Did you notice who else kind of acts like he doesn't like anybody? Nathan, kind of.
Does he?
I mean, with him
Yeah,
being
he's
kind of
yeah, yeah,
like, I mean,
yeah,
it's not like he doesn't like anybody. He obviously likes you guys,
yeah,
right? But like the way he's acting towards the
yeah,
outside,
yeah.
he's
That is
really
true.
unbothered
True.
and like, fine. It's
That
okay.
is true.
It's okay. You're nervous around me. It's fine.
Yeah, I am. Especially after
The party. Um. Oh my god. Jesus. Yeah. So anyway, I realized that that's a little bit my thing. Like
Yep.
him. Yeah. Anyway, I can give a little bit of book reviews. I read a few books. So
Mhm.
Akatar we talked about already.
Mhm.
Fourth Wing we talked about already. I read. This is a really hyped book, by the way. This book got really hyped on Book Talk and
Okay.
Instagram and stuff. It's like the new hype book on uh fantasy romantasy novels. It's
Mhm.
called Divine Rivals. It's
Mhm.
basically about two journalists that are competitors and both want the same job, and they're like in a world with a little bit of magic and war, and
Yeah.
they can also communicate in a specific way, Steffi. So it might be something that you
Yeah.
enjoy. It got super
Mm.
super hyped up on the book. As you can see, I don't have too
You
many
don't have many
markers.
marks, woman.
Mm-mm. So
Mm-mm.
there's one scene where they or where
Oh my god,
somebody.
you even have different colors for the.
Yeah,
Oh, I love
always.
it.
Of course I do.
Where's my marks? My marks are all purple. Like, and then this happened.
Yeah, I'm different. Anyway, so this book, to be fair, I didn't do enough research. I was like, oh,
Mhm.
this is so hyped. This must be so good. Also, second part is coming out, I think, this week. For this
Okay.
book. I have to say, for me, I didn't do my research. It is zero spice.
Mhm.
It is
So
just a
you're
romantasy.
disappointed.
I am disappointed. Halfway through, I was like, damn, that is really slow burn. When is the burn coming in?
Oh
I'm waiting
my
for
god.
something. And
Oh,
it is really cute. Like if you want to read like a story about your first ever love, like a cutesy little
bruh.
teenage, it was so boring, dude.
Toss it. Toss it.
Yeah, same. I was like halfway through. I was like, I googled, okay, how much spice is in there, and then I googled, and there's no spice in this book, and I was like, trash. No, it's a cute book, but it has zero spice.
Mhm.
It was really predictable. Um, it is written in a very good way. So
Okay.
the way the Rebecca Ross is writing, I enjoy,
Mhm.
but it's not my
Mhm.
type of story. It's
Mhm. Yeah.
too cutesy, itsy bitsy. It
No
has a
fucked up sex.
cliffhanger. It does have plots and stuff in there, but it didn't get me. As you can see, I have fucking four
Yeah.
markers in the whole book. I'm gonna show you a book that I do enjoy, however, that I read since the last time.
Mhm.
So as
Show
I
us. I don't
told
know
you,
what it is.
I started from Blood and Ash. That I finished the first book. As you can see, this is how a book needs to look like.
Spielerregalbücher.
Huh? Was? Was das gesagt?
Danke Gelüste.
Dackige Liste? What?
No, was aber nichts, because I said these are like when you talked about the very first scene of the book on stream,
Oh
where
yeah.
I said, "Okay, Julia, you finally reached the shelf that is in front of like at the cashier in every grocery store
Oh
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
40 plus tourists that read like sexy doctor, like
So like
seducing
one
doctor."
of the first scenes in here is a
Mm,
virgin in a brothel.
mm,
It's all I'm gonna say. So it
yeah,
sounds really it sounds a little bit weird. It is with
yeah.
werewolves, it is with vampires, it is I love it. It is
Mhm,
I love it. It is perfect.
mhm. We
So this
can
is the
see.
first book. This is like the one book that can kinda come to Akatar. Not fully yet, but I'm enjoying this a lot. Like the
Can
two
you?
the main characters, I'm in love with them. I love them. He is such a red flag. I love him. And she I if I would act like anybody in a book, like an Akatar and stuff, I'm sometimes like, you're such a fucking stupid idiot. Why are you not doing this? I'm getting so frustrated with these people. But the girl in this book, she acts exactly the way I would act. Like,
Can you just read out one of your marks, like just one, so we get a taste? Look,
um, um,
I want to hear.
the first thing that I just read here is you would like that, wouldn't you?
Mm.
um, oh my god, do you feel what I'm doing, Poppy? Let me see. Which one? Like I just like mark the beginning of everything. Also, this is the second book that I'm reading right now. Let me see. I think here I remember more what happened here. Um, in the last scene here, I don't know if I want to read that out loud. I think I will not read that out loud. I'm a little bit too nervous. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm reading the second book right now. As you can see, there's a
Mhm.
lot of like green in there. Green is like when important things for the story happen.
Mhm.
So for my marking, this is how it works. Green is like very important things in the book. Purple is
Mhm.
like romantic kind of things ish. But
Mhm.
green can also be romantic, right? So it's like
Mhm.
anyway. So purple is like when it's just romantic, but it's not really important for the story. It's just like I might want to go back there and remember that moment.
Mhm.
Pink is like spice. And yellow are quotes that I really like that are might be
Oh,
important for the
cool.
future and stuff.
That's a cool idea with the
Um,
different
that's
colors.
how I do it. And then I have another color for when people die, but I didn't do that here. um, and there's a lot of people that die in here as well, but nobody that I get really like upset about or anything.
Okay.
But I have to say, when it comes to female main characters, the first one I can really relate to in how how
She acts and
they
stuff.
act and stuff.
This book.
That's the one. Like in others, I'm always like,
Okay.
oh no, you idiot, why are you doing this? And she's like, I do the same as her. I see
Like you
myself in
get
her.
her.
I get
Mm-hmm.
her.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't I don't know how Jennifer knows me and why she writes a book about me, but I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. See, and now I'm curious. Now I might want to read it just to see your point of view.
It is like it's a lot of books. Let me see. I think it's like 8 books as well.
And they're all out already.
Yeah,
It's like a
they're
full on.
yes, it is.
Okay.
It is full on finished. I think already.
Okay.
She wrote like prequels and stuff as well. Let me
Mm-hmm.
see, because like Nita made me like a reading guide for it because you
Mm-hmm.
need to read them in a specific order. So technically,
Yeah.
it's 5 books with 3 prequels, but
Mm-hmm.
basically you need to read. So I'm reading the second book right now. So you basically need to read. Uh, the first 4 books, then 2 prequels, then the last book, and
Yeah.
then another prequel.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
again, I'm only like halfway in the second book. I don't know, maybe that person turns into a bitch that I really like. But so
Yeah.
far, this main character, I like her because she does exactly what I would do. And
Crazy.
I'm her. She's me. Everybody
Okay.
else, like even Violet from like
Fourth wing.
Fourth Wing, I'm like, she's like this itsy bitsy, like cutesy little girl that is so vulnerable and stuff. And it's cute to read, but I'm like, that's not
She's
me, you know?
yeah, I get what you mean. Like she's fragile, but not in her mind.
Not
I feel like
anymore.
her
I
mind is
know, of course.
also.
Hmm.
I just was at the point where she was basically wearing the dress I wore at Halloween.
You did.
I was like, it's me. Xane's mine. It's me with my
Like for,
tips.
but you know what I
Me.
mean? Like there's those tropes. Like I love her as a character, but it's like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
see
yeah, yeah.
myself in her. Like I never felt
Yeah,
like I was like weak but super intelligent and
yeah,
fragile and
yeah.
whatever. Like
I mean,
I
who of us
never.
does?
No, I'm
We're
I'm
not.
sure there's people. No, but I'm sure
Yeah,
there's
for
like a
us
few
too, I
people
mean.
from us too, of course. But like there's for sure people that feel like that. And for
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
like in Akatar, there's a lot of different strong women as well. But
Mm-hmm.
I could relate to some of them, but most of the time, obviously, for the plots of the story, they
Mm-hmm.
reacted in ways where probably most readers are like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or like you're like, oh, just fall for him already, or whatever it is, right? Open your fucking
Mm.
eyes. But in this book, it's like I think every single decision that she makes, I would have made so far.
Okay. That's
And
interesting though.
I'm like, it's like, okay, yeah, yeah, I enjoy
Yeah,
this. I
yeah.
enjoy this very much. So I love this. She's a little
Cool.
rebel. She's a strong woman, and she's a fucking
Yeah,
rebel. I love her.
cool.
I love her.
Also, I need to throw in something very
Sure.
super unimportant, but I actually don't miss my fake lashes anymore.
Really? Oh
Nah.
shit.
Mm,
Honestly,
I
I
don't
like you
think
way
I'll
more
go back.
without. I like you more
Yeah, it's
without it.
just it's so convenient in the morning, right? But there's also so many downsides to it, especially like I enjoy using eyeliner again, for
Hmm.
example, and just not having the lashes
Being able to rub your
split.
eyes.
Yeah, and split your like the lashes just fall out at some point, right? So you have them in your bed. I have them at my like makeup table. I have them even at my working desk or like set up here because they just fall out at some point.
Hmm.
So I don't miss that, and I'm not sure. Plus, I'm saving quite some money with it.
Yeah, just wanted to say
Um,
it's a lot of money as well.
yeah. So no, I'm not missing it anymore.
So happy for you. I'm happy to hear that.
Mm. I'm not going back to the Bulwark look, Julia. So you can be
I'm
you
happy.
can be relieved.
I mean, who am I to judge, right? Like I'm running around literally the same way as I run around since I'm 16, right? Like
Yeah, and
I'm a fucking emo kid since 16 years. Maybe a little bit more. No, I'm almost running around the same for 20 years. And so I'm not judging, but I really enjoy seeing you like this. Like, I understand the thought of like, waking up and looking put together
yeah,
without having to put any effort. Like, for example, you know how people getting like microblading done or they tattoo an
yeah,
eyeliner or they get that. Like I'm tempted to do those kind of things, but I also know long term that those things for most people are not going to be satisfying long term, right? Like the
Yeah.
microblading after some time, it fades, it gets like funky colors, it like bleeds out and
Yeah.
looks blotchy. With the
Yeah.
eyeliner, it's the same, and
Yeah.
with the lashes, obviously, as you say, you just get addicted. You get just so used to how it looks like that you add more
Yeah.
and more and more till you don't see. It's the same with the fake tan and stuff. Like people that fake tan in the beginning, it's like subtle, and 3 years later they look like they sleep in like in Cheeto
Carrot.
dust or something like that.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
I get that, but I'm very happy that you, first of all, you save money, you have your eyeliner again, and I feel like
Mm.
you look way more like you have more expression to your face again. I don't know what it is, but with
Really?
yeah, like I feel like you have like a
Because it's not blocking my
sharper.
whole like parts here anymore.
Yeah, you have like sharper expressions again. Like I feel like you look more
Okay.
fierce. Before you looked a little bit I don't want to say soft because I mean,
It does make it soft. Like it makes your whole like eye parts look, how to say, not, it doesn't blur it a little
yeah, but
bit, but
soft. You looked
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you looked softer than you are. Like now you give me more like the mistress kind of feel
Back.
that you have instead of the it's a bitsy cutie Steffi. Yeah,
Hi
exactly.
girls, it's me with my Kendall Jenner lashes. Yeah,
Exactly. So I don't
I
know.
get what you mean.
I
Yeah,
enjoy seeing you like this.
thank you. So do I.
You're welcome. We didn't even talk about the series, but we have a lot that we said already. You still have guests over, so I think we're gonna keep that for next week.
Sure.
To talk a little bit about Midnight Mass and the House of Usher. Maybe I probably have it finished till next week already. Did you finish it already? The Downfall of
We
House of
finished
Usher.
yesterday.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. We just watched the second episode in a club,
yeah.
you know,
That would
and
have
the
been the kind
party.
of business I would make.
Listen. I said to like we paused it while like the whole party was going on, and
Hmm.
I said to Nathan, "Listen, this would be Steffi's kind of party.
That would have been
That
my
would
business at
be
least. Yeah.
that would be so Steffi's." Nathan was like, "Take a picture or a video and send it to her." I'm
Oh,
like,
he's so cute.
I'm sure I think she's watching it already. I think she saw it already. He's like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah,
true,
yeah.
true."
You
And
also,
yeah.
if you finish that, just so you know, watch Midnight Club as well.
Okay, is it also from the same director?
Mhm.
I really love that they do like the, for the people that don't know, Midnight Mass, the House of the Downfall of House of Usher is what it's called.
The Fall of the House
Oh,
of
the Fall
Usher.
of the House of Usher. Yeah, it is from the same director. It's kind of a little bit like American Horror Story, where they recycle. They use a part of the same cast for
Yeah,
completely different story. Um, but the director is insanely good. Holy shit, I love
I
it.
said the same. This is, for me, this is the new age
Same,
AHS
same. Just like
thing.
American
His,
Horror Story, but
yeah,
elevated.
yeah.
Like,
And we, do you remember we watched The Haunting of Bly Manor and the other one when Jess was there, when we all three had the
oh, that was
girls.
from them.
Those two we watched is also like it. Yeah, like
Is it the same
they
director?
don't like connect, right? But
Yeah, yeah, of
exactly, yeah.
course, it's
It's
the same director.
actors,
That
actors,
makes
director.
sense. Was it the same
Mm.
actors?
Yeah, there's actors in that
Oh, I
which
need to
are in
rewatch
House of
it.
Usher.
I need to
Yeah,
rewatch
or
it. I
just
didn't
check the
realize.
cast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because like we finished Midnight Mass and it was like so good.
so cool, so cool.
I love it.
Beth, fucking queen,
Yeah,
all of them, so
yeah.
good.
Like we're gonna have to make a whole
Yeah, we
episode
have
on
to
that.
talk in another episode, like
I'm
full
gonna
on episode
finish
about that. 'Cause
House of Usher, and
yes,
then
do it,
next
do
episode.
it.
So next episode, House of Usher, Iron Flame topic. Okay, guys,
Yes, yes, book in Netflix.
that's it.
Also, you
Mhm,
sent me that just to finish the episode with the book talk.
mhm.
Fourth Wing gonna get a show, right?
Yeah, Fourth Wing has been the rights for Fourth Wing has been bought by Amazon. So
And
Prime.
I hope it won't be a Wings Club copy, cringe,
Wings Club?
fighting. Have you watched the Wings Club?
No.
The Wings Club
Mm-mm.
show?
Is it on
The
Amazon?
real life action. It's on Netflix,
Okay.
and it's just Gen Z cringe. Uh, just watch it. Just watch one episode, and you'll know what I mean.
Honestly, I'm a little bit afraid, obviously,
Same.
but I think I mean, obviously you could say I think she wouldn't sell the rights if she wouldn't be believing in it. Then again, it's Amazon money, right? So
Exactly.
no, but I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
say it's going to be good, and if
yeah.
they don't take a fucking hot actor, I'm going to be for Satan. Satan is his name, right?
Satan, yeah.
Satan, yeah.
Satan.
You pronounce it Satan, not Satan.
Satan. Satan.
Satan.
Satan.
Satan. Ryson. Can't wait to start reading his name somewhere again. Let's see for yeah. Never mind, I can't. I'm afraid. I'm
Next
afraid
episode.
of what's gonna happen. Like you haven't finished the book yet, Steffi. You don't know how like you know how those books work? They're like build up, nice, and then in the last few
Yeah.
pages,
Yep. It's
everything
the whole
just
clusterfuck. Yep. I know.
your
And
clusterfuck
I'm
is
afraid that
starting.
it's gonna be a Pocahontas story. Like that was my first
Pocahontas
thought in
story?
the beginning. Yeah, just like I'll read it and then I'll tell you what I thought.
No,
Okay? I'll
tell me now,
text
tell me
you.
now. I already read it. But I want to know what your guess is now. What is a Pocahontas story?
That was just mid reading. When I when I was in the middle of the book, basically, that I was like, I hope it's not gonna be the story of you have a deal, like you have to do something, that's why you get close to the person, but just for the job, and
Mhm.
then you actually fall in love with the person, but you betrayed her, and then the trust is broken and stuff like that. Basically
Mhm.
the Pocahontas story and Avatar, right? Because Avatar
Okay,
is
okay.
based
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
Pocahontas
I
as
got it.
well.
I got it.
So I'm just afraid
Avatar
of
is based on Pocahontas?
the story,
I
kinda
never
is, because you
realized.
have,
Yeah, I
yeah,
get
you
it. I
kind of
get it. I
have
never realized. Oh my god.
the two worlds colliding,
Yeah.
you
Got it.
know.
Got it. Oh my
Yeah, and
god.
then he betrays her but actually falls in love with her and everything. So yeah.
It's a
Mm.
trope. It's like reoccurring in so many stories actually.
Yeah, you can't reinvent everything, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that
You
was
don't
just,
have to reinvent the wheel, if you put it in a good
and there's two things. The sentence of "you're gonna be the death of me," "you're going to be the death of me," is just occurring so often right now that I'm knowing it has a connection to something, and
foreshadowing.
this fucking annoys me. Plus, um, the whole "don't fall for me" made me think of that, because he keeps saying that, but I still don't trust him if it's just because he can't be vulnerable, even though he
There's
opened
like
up already to
there's
her
like a thing in the book. I don't know if you saw it. One of the first pages of the book. Do you have it do you have it with you right now?
on the phone. Yeah,
Yeah. You want to open it?
yeah.
I'm gonna show you something on the first page, or one of
Okay,
the first pages.
hold up.
There's like a dedication if you read that, and there's 5 books.
Which
And one of the
page?
first ones is like this story has been transcribed by. It's like one of the first pages. It's like before chapter 1.
Uh, can I even hold up? Can I jump to
You can.
chapters here at some point?
You should be
Chap-
able to.
no, fuck. I
Wait, I
jumped.
can. Wait, I can.
Fourth wing. No, that's chapter 4. Dude, I'm dumb.
Wing first dedication. I think it's this.
Here, cover. Author's note, map, chapter 1.
Before chapter 1, there's something like the following
So,
story
author's
has been
note. The
transcribed
following
by.
text has been faithfully transcribed from Navarian into the modern by Chesaniah Nailboard, curator of the Scribe Quadrant at Basquiat War College. All events are true, and names have been preserved to honor the courage of those fallen. May their souls be commended to Malik.
You know what that means? That
No.
means Violet didn't transcribe that. She didn't write that story. And so the theory is like that is not a spoiler. That is just a theory, right? Because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just the first book. So the theory is like a lot of people found that now after reading the first part and they were like,
yeah.
that means that everybody in the book is dead. They were not able to write down the story.
Oh my god.
So the theory from Book Talk is that actually the author of Fourth Wing put that in the very beginning of the book.
Is she a fucking Game of Thrones church person? Fuck off.
So the theory is that in those 5 books, everybody is gonna die. And that is just the hero story of them.
That just breaks me right now. That makes me so sad. I hate that theory.
I'm so
I
sorry.
hate that.
I'm so sorry, but
Nah, but Violet is so cliche. Main character hero, she won't.
oh, you have no
Telling
idea.
ya.
You haven't read anything yet, Steffi.
Yeah, she can't be that if there's 5 books coming. I know that. No, she won't.
So
Even
yeah.
though if there's a
Anyway,
cliffhanger,
so
she
the
won't.
story. So there's like a lot of speculations after this, right? Because
Mm.
there's a reason she puts that in there, right? That all those fallen, their souls might be blah 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 to Malek and shit. And yeah, there's a lot of theories that that has been the story of Violet and them being recorded after everything that happened because they're all dead. They've all been they all fell in war.
But why is it her point of view then? Doesn't make sense.
That's what we
No.
gotta find out.
I know. Doesn't make sense. Nope.
Like, do you want to know
Mm-mm.
what my theory is to that? Like, I think it's
Tell me.
this person that transcribed it. I think it's gonna be like her daughter or some shit. I don't know because of the last name doesn't fit, but we don't know. Like, I'm
Yeah.
thinking that that's gonna be like a daughter or something of somebody that transcribed this. My theory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, like, as you say,
We'll
they have
see.
very detailed information about a lot of things. Like, why would
Mm.
anybody be able to transcribe that if not Violet herself, right?
Yeah. This
So-
okay. Yeah, we need more books. This makes me just mad. That just makes me mad.
Sorry,
It's bullshit.
But it's so funny.
No, that's
It's so
bullshit.
funny. Like everybody reads that in the beginning when you open the book and
Yeah,
stuff. But you
obviously,
didn't
but you have
think
no
about.
connection to it.
You have no
Yeah,
connection to
good.
those people.
No.
And then you finish the book, and then like the people find that again, and they're like, "Does that mean
Yeah.
she's gonna kill
Ma.
everybody?" Yeah.
Ma.
Yeah,
sad
and it's
now.
like hidden in plain sight, if that makes sense. Like the first thing you read, like, by the way, they're all gonna die. So yeah,
Okay. Can we stop now?
I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry to break you. I'm so sorry.
I'm
Steph.
gonna ruin it for M now as well, so I'm not alone.
Do it. You can be sad together.
Yeah.
But listen, if she's really at 95% already, and she has not ugly cried, there's something wrong with M. I'm saying it right now.
Let's see if I ugly cry.
Oh, you will.
Because I only had one moment so far where I was like, oh my god, and I had pee in my eyes, but that's it. And the other moments were like,
Steffi, you're gonna
when?
know exactly when, and you're gonna write
Okay.
me, and you're gonna be like, you're gonna ugly cry.
Okay.
And tell
Okay.
M I'm disappointed that she didn't ugly cry for that
I'll
book.
tell you. I'll
Tell
tell
her.
her. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, because
do.
that book really made me cry a lot. I mean, you saw it.
Yeah.
I filmed myself. Like Nita told me when to record myself in this book, and I did.
Yeah.
I can tell you as well if you want if you want to record yourself when
That's
you.
fine. I don't want any spoilers or anything. This
No,
is like
just
very
when you
like
okay.
moments from me. I don't want to film that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, guys.
All right.
Sorry that I broke Steffi at the end here.
It just annoys me. The theory is bullshit. It annoys me.
You think she just puts that in there without a reason?
Nah, obviously not.
Oh,
But
Steffi,
if
you have
she's a
not written enough. You have not.
fucking
You have
yeah, I'm
not
not
had your
gonna be
heart ripped
killing
out
her.
enough yet in those books.
Yeah, not in this story, no. I'm ready to get my heart ripped because there must be some plot twist, and I
I'm
know that. I just
so excited for
this
you
is
to get to Akatar, man.
this is
You're gonna
yeah,
suffer
soon.
in the best
Soon.
way possible. And then
Soon.
you can, my Roman Empire. Anyway, we're gonna stop now, guys. I'm sorry, 1 hour 20. That was a long episode. Guys, thank you so much for listening. We love you all. Thank you so much. We see you again next week. We're gonna be talking about Midnight Mass, about House of Usher, and
In two
probably
weeks.
2 weeks. In 2 weeks, sorry. And probably also about Iron Flame when we hopefully both finished it. We love you all. We're probably gonna be heartbroken after the book. Love you.
Yeah.
Bye.